this dog's life. Because you have a book. This dog, her name is Gorgy. She was named Gorgy by my friend, who was the original owner. He died 26th of April 2003. He was 23 at the time. He had heart failure. He died in his sleep. 5 months, or like a couple of months before, she gave me this dog. She couldn't. He gave me this dog. He couldn't. This dog had eaten the massage bed that belonged to her mom. Her mom worked at the body shop franchise, the spa's body shop. So they had this $3,000 bed that this dog chewed because they were keeping her in the garage and the bed was in the garage. My mom said, "Oh, I can't have this dog here anymore." And she gave. So yeah, we started trying to find homes for him, and I told him from day one. My buddy's name is Ela. I told him I'll take him, but I can't bring dogs inside. That's doing with my parents. So I can't bring this dog inside the apartment, inside the house. I want to keep her outside. And he was saying, "No, I don't want to keep her outside." I said, "This dog will be fine. It's half wolf, the Arctic wolf, and it has a layer of fat on their skin. And if you keep her outside, she'll be alright, like the wild animals." And I built her a home. So Ela had built her part of a home, wasn't finished. And oh my god, the amount of projects we put this dog in. This dog was a bird. The other half is pit bull, of course. Pit bulls are jumpers, which is because of the wolf part, just tall too. And she would hop my fence and go for explorations and come back because I didn't like chaining the dog at the beginning. So the dog was loose in the backyard and it'd get bored and go explore and come back. And every day I used to wake up with a shoe or a slipper as a present brought to my door. This dog would go roam the night, find a slipper, and I had so many of them. And my answer was, instead of chaining the dog, was to start trying to build a fence for her not to be able to jump it. And I kept building taller and taller fences, and she kept jumping them to the point that it was just ridiculous. I couldn't keep adding to the height of the fence. It was like past my own height. Structurally, it wouldn't hold, and it was like looking really ugly in the backyard. And she would go for these escapades and these adventures, and then sometimes she get caught by the Humane Society, and she had a chip and all. They bring her to me, or like they call me and say it's here. I had to go pick her up. It's like basically doggy jail. I had to bail her out of jail, and they write me a ticket for a dog running at large, like $450. And this dog kept running away, and these tickets kept building up. Never paid a dime of them, but anyways, it came up to like $2,000. And I just decided to put this dog on a chain, but that chain came a whole different story. I put a long chain on it, but the chain part was a different business altogether because it is a very powerful dog, but I never knew how powerful she was until like I come home one day and she's not there, and part of the chain's not there. And I get a visit from the supervisor of the Humane Society. There's an elementary school at the other side of my apartment, my house. And she'd gone, and during the recess, this dog had a very bad habit of running full speed to play with you. She'd run full speed at you and body check you. And I've seen a lot of grown men on their ass. I've fallen a whole bunch of times, but Anyways, uh, so she did that to her kid, and kids were excited and they went. So it became a big deal, and the school staff were worried that the dog was attacking the kid, and they him and city guy came and said, no, I checked out the dog. The dog is a playful dog. It's a very good dog, and it was playing, so there was no malice in it. But I'm going to write you another ticket for the dog right now, large. I saw your file. You guys are paying these, and I don't want to see your at large anymore. So I went to a hardware store and yeah, I invested in some proper chain, and but the issue was the chain. She kept walking around on patio stones. The chain would get a file down thin, and then some part of it would get weak, and then like say an animal or something would come and she would go full force trying to run at the animal and she was barking at him, and this would happen for like so long. You think like the dog was breaking her own neck or choking herself, but she would cough and then keep at it. And then she would snap the chain. This happens so many times, and one time she disappeared, and when I caught her back from the Humane Society, she had still a part of chain attached to her, and underneath her undercarriage basically was all cut up, like all these lateral lacerations. And by then I was working as a mechanic. I was working night shift. I couldn't take her to the vet. They gave me 24 hours to take her to a vet, get her checked over, and fax them the results. And we couldn't figure out what happened. There was nothing they could have done about it, so she's gonna be fine. But ever since then, this dog's been afraid of buses. So I don't know if she got hit by a bus or she was gone for a while, and like God knows what she got into. But like the fact that there was a part of her chain dangling, um, and she was loose for a while, it I don't know. Only God knows what happened to her. I can only speculate. Now I'm running a dog walking business with my girlfriend, and I can't be any more grateful than I am from that my girlfriend's help. She as a trainer to turn this dog around. This dog, because she was isolated, because she was chained in the back, she wasn't exposed to other dogs. She had become very aggressive towards other animals, and what she would do was to attack on sight any dog she would see. And I would take her for these long night walks, like up to 8-10 hours, at this huge park behind my house that is connected to like this ravine, this river that keeps going. There's a golf course. It's like basically acres and acres of wildland. It's in the middle of the city of Toronto. But there's deer running in there, tons of raccoons, and this dog would catch raccoons and would kill them. And it mastered killing raccoons. And the thing is, I could not get him. I couldn't get her to fucking come off the raccoon because she wouldn't listen. Like it's not like I would give her a fucking command and she'd listen. I could get her barely to come. It was my first dog, and I had no idea about raising dogs, training dogs, and I think I did every wrong move there was. But there's been a friendship between her and I that it's undeniable. Like no matter how much fucking around she would do, she would still come back to me at the end of the day. And yeah, what happened was she would bark at the raccoon and keep barking to get the raccoon confused, but would also drive the raccoon to a tree, and then we give her the raccoon enough space for the raccoon to climb the tree and start climbing it up, and the second the raccoon starts climbing it up, and they try to climb up as fast as possible, but she can jump like a bird, so she would jump and catch them from the back and try to shake and break their back. And if she didn't have a good grip on the back, then the raccoon would turn and like would bite her or scratch her. She would scream, let go, and the whole thing would start all over again. But the problem was, anytime there was a raccoon that she would catch, she'd kill. And I couldn't get close to her and the raccoon because she had a rabies shot, so I didn't. And then I get bitten by a raccoon. And raccoons are ferocious. Raccoons are really ferocious animals, and should not come to me. Like, I couldn't catch her, and I didn't want to really get close to the raccoon. And what would happen was I had to just let it play out. There's nothing I could do. Sometimes I would get the opportunity, and she'd be a little too focused on raccoon and get her. But like the thing is, if I were to like try to pull her out as she's engaged, then she probably would lose an eye or like get really hurt. So yeah, it's one of those things you have to be there to see. Many of my friends have seen it. We used to go out drinking in the park, making fires. This dog was always there with us. And she's still eating. That's the thing about. Put her down. I don't know if I should yet or not, because she still eats. She can walk a little bit. I know she can't chase the cat anymore. That's just not. There's some life quality of life going on. Every day. I wonder. I have booked an appointment today's Saturday. 12:52 p.m. Saturday, and I booked an appointment for 6 p.m. on the Monday. So hopefully she'll bounce back by then, and for some miracle she'll be able to hang on to life a bit longer. I'm in no hurry to put her down. I'm gonna give her some painkillers so she'll get out of this rut. Back to her stories. I'll say another story about her soon. Starring Gorgy. She's got so many of them.